Welcome to Influence Matters, the show where I talk with experts, entrepreneurs, and professionals who are turning their story into impact and their expertise into influence. I am Clara Rose, and I am your host today. Today, I have a special guest who I'm super excited to bring to you, who's got some amazing knowledge. Let me tell you about him. He is a former introvert, which is interesting, a banker, pastor, reluctant evangelist. Jay was born and raised in Toronto, Canada. And his first job was with the largest bank, launching the first Visa Platinum reward card. And he was responsible for creating more than 25,000 process workflows with MS Visio and becoming the subject matter expert and national sales manager for 70,000 plus employees and 1,300 plus bank branches, where he provided sales training and tools as a contributor to their monthly internal magazine. So, you know that I'm interested in chatting with him about that. And then God called him into full time ministry. So he pivoted and completed a master's in divinity and became a pastor for 10 years and trained more than 2,500 leaders in gospel fluency. And after 40,000 witnessed 10,000 plus professions of faith, which I absolutely love, bringing people to Jesus. Then Jay pivoted to high ticket sales, selling millions of dollars in high tickets sales, and then hundreds of people asking him, Jay, help me sell or come sell for me. So he pivoted to sales coaching and business growth consulting. Please help me to welcome the amazing sales ninja, Jay Lee. Are you with me? There you are, my friend. Welcome.
Hi, Clara Rose. Thank you for having me on your podcast today.
Of course. I am like super wowed by your all that you've accomplished in life, and I've read your bio, but tell my viewers what it is that you really do in the world. What do you do?
Man, that's a big question. I love to love God. I love to love people and serve them at the highest level that I possibly can and give to the point. David Platt has a book called Radical and give to the point where it hurts, give to the point where it's going to give them as much transformation and results. And when you do that, you can sell without selling, without sounding salesy, sleazy,
Mm,
or making prospects sleazy, make prospects sleepy with boring offers.
I love that. And actually, that is how we met, even, right? You were just doing a training, and I'm like, okay, I clearly need the sales ninja in my life, right? We all need sales, right? But I'm super resistant to anything salesy, smarmy, used car feeling. I don't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And I don't think anybody does, but so many gurus out there are teaching that, that pushy, salesy, which feels icky, right? Such a girl word, right? But it just feels ugly. And that I loved that about you. I loved that you were doing something different and you said, "How can I serve you?" And tell me about that approach, because that is super cool.
I think the approach of giving first and how we can serve people in this day and age is shunned upon because people say, charge people for everything. And I completely understand and appreciate where people are coming from. Giving first, listening well. It's called the reverse glass selling method. Give first, listen well, ask open-ended, piercing questions, sincerely handle objections up front, and also serve with humility. I'm having a conversation in the next hour with a company that's doing $650 million a year because of
Wow.
these attributes of serving and listening well and basically asking, how can I serve you? So it's working quite well. And I think we can go against the grain because we don't need to hear what everyone else is saying, what everyone else is doing, and believe the hype. I think we can come with a kingdom approach to believe by faith with actions that God can give us a different way, a new path.
Mm. I love that. So GLASS, right? The acronym is GLASS. So it's
Yes,
say them again.
give first, give first.
You first, okay?
Yeah, without asking for anything in return. L is listen well, so
Listen
active
well.
listening. If you guys are listening,
Yeah.
in your marriages, in your relationships, in business, it's going to work really well when you listen, not so that you can say something with your agenda or push a sale, but listen just to understand. And
Mm.
then A is ask open-ended piercing questions, which is basically not, hey, do you want to buy from me? Or are we going to make this happen? Or is that going to be Visa card, Amex, or MasterCard? Not that kind of, but what
Right,
part of
right.
this, right? What part of this five-pillar book publishing program interests you the most, Clara Rose? Right? So what, when, where, how, and why? The
Sure.
questions that we were taught as children, but we don't ask well. And then
Mhm.
the GLAS is sincerely handle objections up front. So in the call, if it's a sales or strategy call where there are people interested in book publishing, I'd be like, are there any people in this 30-minute discovery call, strategy call, that will help you make decisions if we can help you move forward and move the needle in your business? Because I don't want to waste your time or my time. I want to make sure that everyone that needs to be in the room is in the room to help you make a decision. So then we don't have to do that extra call. So we're actually handling objection up front. And then the last part is serve with humility, which is taken from First Peter 5:13, which is always be prepared to give an answer for the reason for the hope that you have, but do so with gentleness and respect. So serve with humility, serve with gentleness and respect.
Mm. I love that. I love that. And that's truly, because I'm a believer, as a faith-based person, I talk with a lot of believers and faith-based people, right? And everyone says those things, right? But not everyone actually does those things, right? And truly
Very true.
incorporating the the word and scripture into how they're behaving in their businesses,
Mm,
right? Because you can be a
very
faith-based
true.
person, but still not incorporate those attributes into how you're doing business, right? So easy to say.
I see it. Hard to do. I see it all the time.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So I love that you have like a process. And I've not heard of glass before. Is this something that you
Hmm.
created within for
Hmm.
yourself?
Yeah, it was, when people talk about the glass ceiling limit of life or business or sales, I always think of like, how can we shatter that glass? So the reverse glass selling method is
Mm.
basically if you want to make $1 million a year, 10 million, 100 million, 100,000, whatever, how to reverse that method and break the glass ceiling limit with the glass method, which is give first, listen well, ask open-ended piercing questions, sincerely handle objections up front, and serve with humility. And through that process, I've been able to, in other coaching programs that I was selling for, close 100K in 10 days and $1 million in 90 days part time.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. You're hired. Come sell for me.
Yes, I could.
Wow, that's crazy to me. Only because I probably I'm probably the norm, right? I don't love sales. I
Hmm.
love helping people write and publish their book, right? I love when the book arrives in the mail, right? And you
Yeah, and you get to feel
smell
it.
it,
Yeah,
you
smell it.
feel
Yeah.
it, and right? I love that piece, and I love the author's face when they are holding their own book, right? I often get the
Hmm.
pictures where they're like going, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they're
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
excited that their book has
yeah.
arrived or whatever. And then I love the piece. Just got this in the mail yesterday because Patty's book just came out,
Ooh,
and she wrote this
congratulations.
beautiful. Thank you, my newest author. She wrote this on the back of this beautiful card with,
Oh,
an
wow.
image of Jesus on it. How incredibly grateful she was that I partnered with her to bring what God told her to do, bring it to the
Mm,
world. And I cried. I'm like, that's why I do what I do,
mm,
when I love that piece of it, right? But
beautiful.
I don't love that beginning piece, right? Where
Mm,
I don't love to cold call. I don't love to go find the clients, right? And so that I can't be alone in this, that's the part that I don't like. That's the icky part, right? Somebody just did that to me and delivered those people, right? I would be so happy. Let me just do the
yeah,
piece that I love. But you found a way to make that piece that we all go, well, I don't want to do it, to make it something really interesting and something not so ugly. So tell me,
yeah,
do you coach people through that process? Tell me about how you work with people.
yeah. I think what I did initially is just give sales ninja audit calls, which is basically, how can I spend 15, 20 minutes with you to give you a sales ninja audit to see how I can help you, get a win or help you make more money. And then I was finding, some people would make $6,000 within one call. Another a TikTok agency made 8K in 48. Another agency made $152,000 in 30 days. So I was just finding over and over again as I was giving these free calls, it helped me kind of do my reps and get better at what God has gifted me with. So I found what we call product market fit, market message validation, market message resonance. As I did it more, it's like anything you do, whether you play piano or whether you play basketball. The more you do it, the better you get. So I found that the better I can serve people without a means to an end, that I found that the glass method helped me to sell without selling. So people would be like so impressed with your results and your process that they're going to ask to work with you. Just like kind of like how I just share the process and you're like, hey, you're hired, right? So I didn't do any
Right,
selling there,
right,
right?
sold.
Right.
Right.
And that was case in
Well,
point.
because there's a need, right? I have a need,
Hmm.
you have an answer, so that's an easy.
Yeah.
But if I didn't know about that, right? If you just cold called me, I would be, "Meh, I don't have time, I don't have time to listen to you," because we don't like that feeling of someone, you know, calling and saying, "Hey, I have the answer for you," whether they do or not, right? I didn't ask
Mm.
for that. So
Yeah.
that's an interesting approach, but it removes the barrier, right? Here, let me just help you for free, give you a win for free. And then if you're interested, I know that you'll come back to me, right? You'll call on me.
Yeah. And that's even with the cold calling prospecting, it's very difficult and it could seem very icky. And for you as a business owner who doesn't even like sales, or many owners that are not very strong at sales, they wouldn't even like they're not very open to the idea. But what happens is when we are open to testing and experimenting, I think it's important for the owners to get in the driver's seat to test their offer. And even cold calling and prospecting can be a great way as long as you show them immense value. For example, hey, have you ever thought about writing a book? Have you ever thought about writing, something that will leave a legacy or teach people your proprietary method? Right. And then when you ask better questions, people are like, absolutely. I want to leave legacy. I want to leave something for my children. I want to leave something where I be remembered by. I want to leave a memoir to remember my family or someone that I, admire. When we ask better questions, you'll realize that more people actually want what you have, which is book publishing. They just don't know that they want it and they don't know how it looks because they think they're being sold. But people
Mm,
love to buy. People love to buy. So you always try to put yourself in the shoes of what's the last thing I bought that was really expensive and why did I buy it and how did I buy it? How did people market to me? So when I bought my super LA Roland synthesizer, it's called a D70 back, decades ago. I saw the gray, beautiful, glossy, threefold advertisement. And I opened it up and it was this just beautiful keyboard with lights and it was like the super LA synthesizer, right? And then even I'm dating myself on the talk show, Arsenio Hall, the main keyboard player had it. And I was like, I want that. It was $3,000 like 20 plus years ago, which would be like equivalent of like 10 grand today, right?
mm.
And I said to my mom, I want that, I want that, I want it. Like as a sales ninja, a mini sales ninja, I, I basically, harassed her. And then she said, the only way you can get that is if you get your grade 10 in what we call Royal Conservatory Music, which is the highest level of piano. So I'm like, okay, I need to get that. I'll do what I need to do to get that keyboard
Mm,
because the client experience from the beginning was like, it looks like sexy, sleek. It sounded amazing. People were using it. There was product market fit. It's something that I really, really wanted. And the pain was big enough that I wanted to go through the hurdle of in this grade 10 piano. So I practiced 3 hours a day for 2 years. 3 hours a day
wow.
for 2 years. I got cramps in my butt because I was practicing so much, and I did very well. And then my mom bought it for me, and I loved it. Right. So that was try to remember the experience of what you bought and why you bought it, and then try to bring that same experience for other people that are interested in legacy, interested in bringing their proprietary methods, and then give them that same client experience.
Mm, that's good advice right there. I think it's just how you look at it, right?
Hmm.
So there's a bit
Exactly.
of, mindset to, and I'm not opposed to being in the driver's seat, and I do all of
Hmm.
my own sales calls, but I don't.
Hmm.
Um, I guess I don't look at it as sales calls. I'm not cold calling anyone, right? The
Hmm.
referrals and, those kinds of, so there it's incoming
Yeah,
stuff, right? People saying,
yeah,
"Hey,
yeah,
I wanna talk about your services," and then I just, tell them what I have to offer, but that's it feels like the slow, painful, right, way towards sales, certainly not the sales ninja approach to, you know, 30 days, what was it, 150,000 on 30 days or some crazy, like, that's
yeah.
that's
Well,
insane.
100,000 in
That's
10 days, 350,000
100,000
in
a day.
30 days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's just you hear those numbers and you almost can't even believe them, right? It's like,
that's a thing.
that cannot be true.
Yeah, I mean, if you do the money math and you reverse engineer everything, let's say it was a $10,000 product,
Mm,
and I got like 6 calls a day. If you do let's say I had a close rate of 40%, that means I
mhm,
closed 2 people a day, two times 10,000, times 20 days in the month. That's two. How was that 10,000? Sorry, 20 days. That's $400,000 in sales, I think, because I would close two a day at 10,000 times 20 work days. So I wasn't at 400. I was at 350,000 a month.
350.
A month.
Oh,
Yeah.
boo. Right.
But
Darn,
sorry, the
gosh.
numbers don't lie. Basically,
Yeah, the
I have a
numbers don't
close rate.
lie.
I have a number of
Yeah,
book appointments.
okay,
I have a show rate, and then from there,
okay.
uh, I just figure out my stats.
Okay. So really what you're helping people do is get more people on the phone, right? Get more appointments, right? And then have better close rates. Is
It's
that a
all
fair
above.
assessment? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a holistic. It's the mindset. It's a sales psychology.
Mm,
It's the offer clarity. It's the price point. It's the content marketing strategy. It's the lead generation. It's the sales process. It's closing short rates. It's closing as much as you can and collecting as much cash, scaling it to reinvest, whether it's organic or paid ads,
mm,
and then hiring a team of either appointment setters and closers to, once your calendar is filled and you no longer want to sell, to close at 30 to 60%. And then that's where you go from $10,000 months to $100,000 months, $100,000
mm.
months to million dollar months.
Right. Because you have a team doing those things. It's not just you.
Right.
But it starts with
100%.
you learning to do those things, right?
It does.
So that you
Yep.
are making sales and yeah, that makes sense, right? You can't very well just pass it off. I would love to just package it up and say, "Okay, here, go sell this," right? But I think see the
It's like
value in
discipleship.
knowing how to do
People
it
people
myself.
need to follow,
Mm,
like people need to follow Jesus
mm,
to become Jesus
sure.
followers, and then disciple makers are little Jesuses, where they teach other people how to follow Jesus. And
Mm,
Paul even says,
right.
imitate me as I imitate Christ." So it's really sales. I look at it as discipleship: is how do we model the owner, and if the owner's not good, then how do we offer a better offer clarity with the offer stack and the
Mm,
pricing and the bonuses, because typically when I was in the different programs, I would outsell the owners, and then I would just make the offer better, and then it increased the ticket price, and then we would scale from there. But you would want the owner to kind of show their passion and demonstrate, the outcome and the result
sure.
of of their product or their service delivery.
So then you can sell just about anything, right?
You know what?
Because it's a
I don't do
process.
I don't do a lot of things well, but I can do that well.
That you do. Hey, we all have, our zone of genius, right, or whatever.
Yeah,
Yours just
yeah.
happens to
I
be the
can't.
selling.
Yeah, I'm not really good around the house. I don't fix and maintain the home, so I'm terrible at that. But I can sell ice to Eskimos. Ice to Eskimos.
I love that. See, you always have a place. Yeah, you could always make money because you can sell. It's much
Hmm.
harder if sales is not which is why people come to you, right? It's why people hire you, right? Because
I
that's
think,
not
yeah, you're right.
their strength.
Most, and you're not wrong there, because most people, most owners do not know how to sell,
Mm,
and they want to be able to learn how to either sell better or hire people that can sell for them. So it's a real struggle. You're right.
mm. Yeah, I agree. Now, So talk with my audience about the ways that you work with people. Do you have, group coaching? Do you have one-on-one coaching? How does your process work? What could they go, "Oh, I think I need the sales ninja." What do you have to offer
Yeah.
them?
So we have a free gift for the sales psychology masterclass on Thursdays at 10 a.m., which we just finished today. I helped about, maybe 5 to 10 people, my clients, get unstuck in real time. So you can get a free complimentary guest pass from, knowing Clara Rose. So she'll give you guys a link for that in the show notes. That's group coaching. So one to many. I do like a mini lesson on lead generation, on sales closing, and sales psychology, those three main things. And I've been doing that for over 500 master classes, and basically help, uh, coaches, um, consultants, SaaS founders, and digital marketing agencies grow their businesses or scale their businesses. That's one way. Group coaching. People who are stuck at like 50 to 250K a month or more, they usually hire me one on one, and I come as a fractional CRO where I take a retainer and rev share because I become a silent business partner because they know that I can help them scale. So they're like, "Hey, I want you, and I want you to stay for a long time because I need you in my business." I got a lot of different people saying, "I want you to be my CRO," right? But they're cash poor, meaning they can't pay me the retainer. I'm like, I can't do that for everyone because I can only
Right.
work with a select few to help you scale. So I work with people one on one as a scaling partner, and I work with one to many with group coaching with people who are growing and scaling.
Okay. So the people could really start in, if they weren't there yet, where they're ready for, to partner with somebody in that way, they could start in the group setting and say, "Okay, here I am to learn," right, from the ninja. And then when they reach a point where they're like, "Okay, now I'm ready for that next step." And that seems like a natural transition, right, to that, "Okay, now I'm ready for
Yeah,
the one-to-one stuff. I'm ready to," and it
right,
gives you opportunity
right,
to know them, right? Because that's, I think, a
100%.
part of, definitely not my business, right? I can't take on everybody because you only have so much one-on-one time in your calendar, right?
Mm,
So that's why it becomes
hmm
important to have that group offering as well, because then you can help so many more
hmm
people. But absolutely,
Right.
that's
You
my
can scale
heart.
group, but not
Yeah.
not one on
Yeah,
one.
you can
Yeah.
scale a group. Yeah, yeah. So you kinda have to have the group piece. So which is why I've been working on that this year, trying to have a
Your
group
membership,
piece.
right?
Well, yeah, yeah, so that I can scale something, but I don't ever wanna give up my one-to-one, right, where I get to get those books in the mail and
hmm
those wonderful letters and things, where people are just so grateful for, um, having someone to partner with to get them across the
hmm
finish line, for sure. So, okay, um, so we know how you work. We kind of, you said a little bit, coaches, consultants, SAS, and
SaaS founders, and digital
SaaS
marketing agencies.
founders and digital marketing. So, for those who don't know, the SaaS, that's business software as a business, correct?
Software as a
That's what that
service. Yeah.
is. So, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
if you are that, you know that. But just because, I don't like to throw acronyms out there and leave people wondering what the heck's that,
It's it's
right?
it's any software that charges a monthly subscription, like Zoom, right? Or Opus
Right.
Clips Pro. Like it's any software. Like we use it every day, and they charge us monthly or annually. That's called
Right.
SaaS, software as a service.
Software as a service. Okay. Yeah. I just want people to understand that. So those are
Mhm,
the main people that you work with. So outside
mhm,
of coaching, consulting, or agencies, like the average
mhm.
business owner, do they have a place in learning from you? Everyone sells,
Yeah, 100%. I had an insurance guy pivot from cryptocurrency, and I'm like, I don't know if I can help you. And then he ended up being in a new company with a new business, being 70 out of 70. He was the bottom of the barrel. I helped him with his cold call scripts. I helped him with handling objections. I
Mm,
helped him not get hung up in the first
okay.
3 to 8 seconds. And then within 30 days, he became the top seller in 30 days. And he's done that 3 times in 3 different companies. So
Wow.
I think the
Okay.
principles, sorry, I know the principles work in every niche. So I
Mm,
have
okay.
junk removal people coming to me. I have career advancement coaches coming to me. I have people in niches I never thought I'd be working with, landscaping, tree
Mm,
removal. Like it's crazy. Like sales works anywhere. It's the number one skill set
yeah.
that you can learn because it's really
Yeah.
communication and negotiation.
Right. We all do it, right? We're selling people
every
on
single day, every
our
single day.
sales, yeah, or even just, being our friend, right? Connecting with us as
Yeah.
human beings. It's all sales of some sort. So, um, I think you could probably help anyone step into that, whatever it is that they're trying to create. Okay, so we are just about out of time, but I want to give you the opportunity to send people to the right places so that they can connect with you. How do you want people? They're like, all right, I need the sales ninja. Where do we want them to go to connect with you?
Yeah, they can go to Facebook, they can go to Instagram. I have a YouTube channel that's growing pretty quickly. I have a LinkedIn, so they can go to any of my socials. Um, my email, my website, gosalesninja.com, where there's going to be like a free audit call. I give tons of free training, free complimentary master classes. There's a lot of free stuff just to get people interested in learning and understanding and giving them those wins. People can take the free stuff and make a lot of money.
Mhm. And figure out if you're a good fit for them, right? I think
Mhm,
that's the
mhm.
point of it all, right? Is you're helping them have some sort of transformation so that they can go, "Oh yeah, I totally need to work with Jay. I need some sales ninja in
Yeah,
my world." I love that.
yeah, and even
Okay.
the podcasting that you're doing is a powerful way to get people to come
Yeah.
to you, not
Yeah.
you going to them, right?
Right. Right. You have to remember at the end to do your call to action, right? Which is, I mostly
Hmm.
don't remember to just, yes, I have myself a sticky note today. Don't forget your call to action
Yes,
because I'm so
yes.
engrossed in the conversations with people and
Hmm.
what they're
Hmm.
doing and how they're doing it, and maybe that's the storyteller in me, right? I'm just fascinated
Yeah,
by
yeah,
what
yeah.
people do. So I get to the end and I'm like, okay, great. Have a good day. Bye. Right.
Yeah, yeah, you ran out of
Instead
time.
of
Well,
saying,
now is your
okay,
opportunity.
yeah, yeah, yes, today I'm not going to run out of time, but thank you, Jay, so much for being here. Thank you for your giving heart. Um, Absolutely be sending people your direction to do that free audit to see if you guys are a good fit to work
Mhm.
together. I sure appreciate the value that you've brought into my life already. So thank you for
Thank
that.
you for having me.
And it has been my pleasure for sure. And I will see you again soon, my friend. All right,
Hmm.
guys, there you have it. I told you that he was absolutely amazing, and there you have it. Don't hesitate to connect with him for that free audit where he just looks at what you're doing. He will just pour value into your life and your business without expecting anything in return. And you can decide whether he's a good fit to help you take it to the next level in your sales. I know I'm calling on him. And as always, thank you for joining me here today. Every week you show up, and I'm honored that you're trusting me to bring information to you. If you are my friend, ready to take that next step and get your book built for your business, ministry, cause, or brand, I'd like to invite you to hop on over to craftingyourmessage.com and check me out, or you can get free resources every day over at thesavvyauthors.com, where I'm building out a small group of faith based entrepreneurs who are wanting to write a book to use as a tool for the business, ministry, cause, or brand. And I'd like to invite you to join me over there. Answer a few questions that'll let you in. We have lots of free stuff for you right in there. You can learn about me and what I do, and if it's a good fit for us to partner together to bring your book to the world. Okay, this is that time of the day where I have to do my call to action, right? Don't forget to, if you find value here on our channel, to like and subscribe so that you know every time a new one comes out. Of course, you know that it's every Friday if you're following me already. Every Friday at 3. You can always meet me right here on Area 52 TV as well, my friend. All right, you guys, I will see you same time, same place next week. Take care.